Mark here with Weaponized Truth. I want to wish you all good morning and I hope you guys are doing well. Um, we had something pretty incredible happen yesterday, which seems to be on the back end of a lot of these mainstream news sites when it should be the front page of everything for a while. Guys, have you ever heard the saying, monkey see, monkey do? Do y'all remember last year when we had the Democrats who decided to sit on the floor in Washington instead of conducting business? Because have you noticed how incredibly large these protests have started to become in the streets since they've started right there in Washington? Monkey see, monkey do. If the Democrats in Washington can sit on the floor, then we can go out into the streets by the tens of thousands and destroy neighborhoods. Well, apparently the Democrats have stepped up their game. They are no longer sitting on the floors, they're just not showing up at all. Maybe they're out playing golf. What we had yesterday was we were supposed to have two more confirmation hearings for Donald Trump's cabinet members. We're supposed to have the confirmation of the Health and Human Services head and the confirmation of the head of the Department of the Treasury. And Democrats decided, well, they knew because it's a Republican controlled House and Senate that no matter how much they complain about these picks, that the vote is going to pass and they are going to be confirmed. But they found a loophole. And this loophole is there cannot be a vote if at least one Democrat doesn't show up. So we could have a situation here, and maybe someone can Google into how this can be amended. I'm sure there has to. I would assume they would have some kind of contingency for this, but you'd be surprised how many contingencies there aren't for situations that have arose in this country over the last few years. But if they don't show up, they can't have a vote. So they just decided we're not going to show up anymore. So if the Democrats basically decide not to show up for these confirmation hearings forever, then these people may never get confirmed. The longest period of time in the history of this country that we've been without a Secretary of Treasury is right now. They showed this on C-SPAN last night when the Republicans were showing their disgust with the Democrats' unwillingness to show up in order once again to stop Congress. So how long will this continue? Who knows? But this goes back once again to something I was telling you guys about for quite some time. And that's these executive orders by Obama. He changed the order of succession in almost every department of the government multiple times. Some as many as 4 or 5 times. And more importantly, the scary one, he changed the laws in martial law about 7 times. Right? And we all know his big, huge victory that no one really talks about is his executive order that he passed that allows the government to declare martial law at any time and take control of everything in the country, including the people as slaves. Obama made sure to ensure his legacy by continually changing the executive orders to change the order of succession in all these important places to make sure to disrupt this process for as long as possible. This is exactly why this attorney general ended up getting fired. These are more landmines set in place by Obama. Now, so I'm assuming that these temporary people in these places of power, in these key positions, are all people that have power according to Obama's executive orders changing the succession. And it looks to me like we have a soft coup going on here. See, and I guess according to the Democrats' plan, it looks like it's going into effect here because they can keep key sections of the government in their control simply by not showing up to the confirmation hearings. As long as there is no confirmation hearings, there is no confirmation votes, and these people may or may not. If there's no vote, then they can't get in, they can't get confirmed, and that's just how it is. And to be surprised, or to be honest, I'm surprised they didn't do this to every position in Donald Trump's cabinet, because they want to make sure that he has absolutely no power whatsoever, because they all know that somebody who's not a politician is learning all the secrets that the American people have been lied to about, and he's going to take that information and use it to put America on the course that it should be on, and not the one that's dictated by propaganda coming out of Washington, but rather on the facts. So this is mutiny. This is mutiny against the president. This is a soft coup still ongoing. And this is pretty crazy. So Democrats go golfing, and they may go golfing forever. And we continue to lack key positions in the government while the government keeps us shut down. And this is the bombshell part, because this is what people don't understand. This message is directed for you people on the left and for you Democrats there in Washington. Y'all need to listen up, and y'all need to listen up good. Y'all can run around and call Trump Hitler all you want. You can call him a Russian agent, a Russian spy, a Russian plant all you want. You can call him Satan all you want. You can call him all the names that you want to. But here's the thing. People in Washington have to run the government. Okay? Republicans and Democrats have to work together some way, somehow to run the government. And guess what? And this is the thing. If the Democrats stop showing up, then the Republicans have no choice but to run the government without them. So, you don't want tyranny. You don't want Trump to be a dictator. You don't want Trump to be the next Hitler. Well, guess what? If the Democrats stop showing up to do their job, then he has no choice but to take complete and total power. And then we have a dictator. And even people like myself, who I am a Trump supporter, I long for liberty. I certainly don't long for tyranny. I certainly don't long for a dictatorship. But if the left doesn't ease up, and if the Democrats quit showing up to Washington to do their jobs, then we are going to have complete tyranny controlled by the Republicans, by the apathy put forth by the Democratic Party. So, this tyranny that you guys are so afraid of, you're going to very well end up causing on your own simply by being apathetic and not participating. But hey, at least you'll get your participation trophy.